Hi everybody, just a super quick addition to my console beginner's guide to DayZ server modding. And I wanted to talk and discuss a little bit about commenting or remarks in your XML files. So when you're editing your types.xml, your events.xml, your CFG spawnable types.xml, your wolf territories.xml, all this sort of stuff, it's very important that when you make changes you can add a remark. So this is Notepad++, and this is an events.xml example for DayZ. And normally your events.xml sort of starts like this, doesn't it? With at the top you have XML version 1.0, and then you've got the opening tag events. Then it normally starts with the hen, doesn't it? That's the first thing. Where is he? Where's the hen? Where's the hen? There it is. So that's normally the hen. And what I've done is, as part of using Red Falcon's Heli's mod, I've just added some events. And as you can see, what I've done is I've added these remarks in, these comments that say, Red Falcon's Heli's events additions, and then I put in where these helicopters will spawn in. Now this is the event. This isn't the CFG event spawns, but it's just the number of events. But that doesn't really matter. What matters is I've put the remark in to remind myself and other users who use my files, because remember I upload my stuff to GitHub so other people can use it, that these are the bits. And if you weren't aware how to do comments or remarks, remember this is in the XML files. So these are the files that end .xml, not the .jsons or other ones or init.cs. This is just for .xml. What you do is you just put in the left angle bracket. You start off with an exclamation mark, 2 hyphens or 2 dashes, and then you type what you want. This is a comment. And then to finish the comment, we go dash dash and then just the right angled bracket like that. And that means that the game, DayZ server.exe, won't read this as something it has to do. And the beauty of using something like Notepad++ is that you can see where the comments are, because it puts them in green, and it's very easy to see if you've made a mistake as well. So let's say you're writing a comment and you do it wrong. You can see, because I've missed off the closing part of the closing brackets, it's put all this stuff in a comment as well. So whenever you're going along and you're adjusting your code and you're putting additions in or taking stuff out, put in a little comment next to it, saying why you've done something or what the difference does. The other thing you can do as well that's very powerful is you can use comments to hide code. So let's say I wanted to adjust this event on the helicopters. Let's say I wanted to try it, say with, let's make some space, say with a nominal value of 10. What I could do is I could copy the 3 over there, the vanilla value over there, and then I could actually change this to 10. And then what I could do is if I put in left angle bracket exclamation mark dash dash space, then after this put in dash dash right angle bracket, we've actually let's get rid of some of these spaces here. The game will now read nominal 10, but as you can see I've still got this here, so I could just copy and paste that into there. So it's a great way of, if you're making an edit and you want to keep the original, it's a great way of keeping that. So let's see, let's go down, let's get another example. So for example, let's have a look. These are all zombies, aren't they? Zombies. Wolves. Yeah, let's say we wanted to see what it was like increasing the number of events of wolves. So we could go and we wanted to change it to say, double it to say 16. You could just go copy that, paste it there. So that's the vanilla. Then you could go right bracket exclamation mark dash dash, and then you could even write vanilla setting, and that's there. And then we could now change this to say 16, and then we could try it out, and if it worked we could stick with it. If it didn't, we could then copy and paste that out. So it's very, very powerful for doing things like that. Another example could possibly, let's say you wanted to get rid of something, some code, you could use, say we want to get rid of this AK101 green. It's not a great example of that. Let's have a look. Let's say within the event. So let's say these helicopter events I was doing. Let's say I just wanted to stop them spawning in, and I could just change the active to 0, and that will stop them spawning in. But what you could do is, with code, you can use remarks to make the code disappear to the game. However, the thing you've got to watch out for is you cannot have remarks inside remarks. So let's say I wanted to remark out this event. So left angle bracket, exclamation mark, dash dash, and then at the end I put in dash dash right angle bracket. You can see it hasn't commented out all of the code. That's because of this comment that's already in there. So if you ever want to comment out some code in your XML files, just be aware that if there's already a comment within that bit of code, it won't do it properly. You have to remove that bit of that comment there to do it that way. But the main reason I want you to use comments is to add some information to your file. Use this to turn event on or off. And it would be really nice if Bohemia Interactive included lots of things like that within their XMLs, but I guess there's so many events and stuff like that, you'd end up making the files a lot bigger. So there we go. You could put dates inside, so when you did an edit, you could put a date in there to make so that you would know when you did it. As I say, you can have vanilla files, and they're so important, putting comments and remarks. And again, if you use something like Notepad++, because it's color coded, if you do it wrong, you'll be able to see that mistake. Right, there we go. Hopefully you found that useful. If you have, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.